we spent $400 and some at Walmart on food. We're sitting around a fire in camp chairs. This is a hunt unlike any other we've probably done. But that's the kind of hunt it is. We can hunt from a tent trailer. We are in the middle of bulls bugling. I think we'll probably be in the middle of bugling bulls all day long. I don't know if we'll be able to wipe the smile off Isaac's face all week.
It'll be a pretty sweet hunt. Pretty excited. I think we'll kill something. 5 Point tomorrow morning. You guys are laughing like I'm joking.
He jokes about it, but for the last 2 weeks we'd have been more than happy to find a 5 point we could shoot.
I know.
Yeah.
Not on this hunt though. We'll find you at least a 5x6. Well, hopefully the next few episodes here make up for the last several. Isaac has drawn a pretty awesome archery tag, and we've always said he was born with a lucky horseshoe up his rear end, and he proved it once again here. So there were 3 tags left over in the second draw, and I think 600 people applied?
Yeah,
500 or 600 people applied, and he drew one of the 3 permits. So we're here for the next 6 days, 7 days, somewhere in there. It'll only take a couple.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, but it's a pretty special place. Probably one of the top, I don't know, 2 or 3 units in the state of Idaho for elk. And he got an archery tag during the peak of the rut here. So I already told him if he draws back on a raghorn or a little 5 point, I'm cutting his bowstring. So
Who knows?
Good morning, birthday boy.
Morning.
once that sun comes up, they kind of all bail down into the bottom. Yeah. Holding up bad, just in all these little fingers. As soon as they settle down, we can get the wind good and just start going down through it. Scooping them up with butterfly nets. Just that big one down in the bottom just went to the right. And that little group of trees now. Popped out. Another herd down there. What's over this ridge? Giant canyon. Two bulls went into there. There's at least as many in that canyon. Probably the same that way. Just need the wind to switch so we can go after them. That was such a nice bugle. Man, that was such a great. Did you not see him? Did you not see him? See what? He was. The one that was coming in only had one antler here. He shed out on the other side. First time using my new bugle tube, it seems to be working. your eyes without hearing bugles.
That raghorn's coming in.
Oh, raghorn.
Right here, that little one that was up there, he's making his way down. He's somewhere right there. Maybe.
Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us in this year's Destination Elk V6 video series. And just a reminder, we've got new t-shirts designed that you can purchase right now at elk101.com/DEV6. They're made on the next level shirts, super comfortable, high quality, 2 color options available. This one I'm wearing, which is the green, and then we also have it in what's called the silk, which is just an off-white, kind of a grayish color. So you can buy these, probably my favorite design on any Destination Elk shirt that we've ever had. And you can get those right now, either by clicking the link that's right up here, or if you're not watching it on YouTube, just go to the description down below, click the link there. It's at elk101.com/DEV6.
It's a decent bull.
see him? Swinging around that way.
Yeah, he's swinging around.
This way. Let's go that way.
I checked him. It was right there. Going this way.
It was at one point going that way.
Swirling pretty good.
Where was he up there?
He was just right here, about 30 yards right here, on the other side of his trees.
He went,
What?
did he land and bust?
He trotted back downhill. He turned and trotted back downhill. I didn't see his nose go up, but he turned and trotted, so I'm guessing he smelled us because he didn't see us.
That's pretty cool though. Sounds like that big growly one's moving down.
Sounds like it's getting closer. That big growly one is the one with the big frontal glass from up top, right? I don't think so. That's the bull we haven't seen.
I don't think I've seen it.
Darn, I didn't know stop.
What?
I thought he would stop. I'm so sorry. Hey, if we had our first legit call in.
I could have smoked him.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. The wind's staying good. The wind is staying good. Yeah.
Was he just a straight 5?
I wasn't even paying attention.
What were you paying attention to?
Just watching him. Did you hear him when he was right there? What noises he was making? If he was a little bit bigger, he would have been dead.
Did you hit that 30-yard shot?
I don't know.
Remember, the wind's going that way. You want to set up there. So instead of walking down to here, walk up above there.
I could have killed him.
Yeah. How big was he?
320-ish.
He was, yeah, huge 5 on one side.
Oh, was he a 5x6?
Yeah, huge 5, like whale tail, like super long.
He was close to getting shot. He stood there at 30 yards broadside.
He was broadside 30 yards. If he'd already been at full dry, you could have shot him.
I saw him coming through with his front end, and I was like, nah.
Alright, next one.
Go look at the ball. dropped through a canyon, came up on the other side, and we were glassing way over there. Had a bull, he looks pretty good, and my dad was bugling. Another bull fired up 150 yards away. So we hurried and got set up, and he came running in.
Well, we have a familiar, unfamiliar face here with us for this outro. Isaac still can't believe drew that tag. That was pretty incredible. I've spent quite a bit of time out in that area with Hunt of a Lifetime Outfitters for Hope hunt that we do, but it was kind of Isaac's first time of getting to be out there. He went and helped set up camp one year, I think, but to experience that kind of bugling and I don't know that I've even experienced the kind of bugling we had there that morning. Everything was just so concentrated down in that draw.
2 mornings.
Well,
right? Yes.
Yeah.
One morning though, that was pretty crazy.
It was crazy. So let's talk about your luck of drawing a tag like that. We've talked about Isaac being born with a lucky horseshoe up his rear end, and it's proven once again here. There's just a handful of tags, 15 tags, I think, in the regular draw.
Yep.
And I don't know, 1,000 people or something apply for it. And if you don't pick up the tag by a certain date, the Fish and Game, you forfeit it and it goes back into a leftover draw. And then you can apply for these tags that are leftover. And for some reason, out of 15 tags, 3 people didn't pick up a tag this year. And so we applied, each of us just individually for it. And I think there were 600 applications, something like that.
Yeah,
and
700.
Isaac called me one night, hey, what's this? I got a notification from Idaho Fish and Game saying I drew a tag in whatever the hunt number was. And it's like, you gotta be kidding. I thought he was joking. He thought it was a joke.
Yeah, I thought the email was a scam. There's no way this is real.
But it was real. The tag showed up in the mail, and we hit the ground running. So, pretty incredible just to be able to experience that kind of a hunt, just where it's managed so strictly for quality. Just, not necessarily for monster bulls. There are big bulls. We didn't see any what we deemed to be a solid shooter that first day, but we saw so many elk and heard so many bugles.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible. What was it like passing up? I don't know how many bulls you passed up, but there were a handful that first day.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think most of those bulls I would have been extremely happy with on any over-the-counter tag. I had a goal in mind, and it was hard, but I was doing my best to reach that goal.
We just don't get, like we talked when we hunted New Mexico with Donnie, we don't get a chance to pass up bulls very often. Like most of the hunting we do, if you get a bull to come in, you can't be too picky, and if you are, in the back of your mind, you might not get another chance. So,
especially mature bulls like that.
Yeah.
I don't think we hardly called in any young bulls.
Yeah.
A lot of them were mature bulls.
It's pretty crazy. I was really surprised when I saw the footage of the 6x7 there right before dark that came in front of you, because we're back, Isaac's friends Parker and I, we're back behind calling, and so we didn't see the elk. We knew it came in and could see a little movement, but when we saw the film a little later, I thought, that takes some pretty serious willpower to not draw back and shoot a bull like that. So
yeah,
it's fun to be able to have that opportunity and be able to be a little bit more picky.
I think it was fun not to be, I wasn't as focused on filling my tag, It was just there for the experience. That was probably the best part of the hunt. It's just calling all those bulls in. I wasn't worried about shooting one right off the bat.
That does make a difference too, where you aren't not that pressure that, man, if I'm going to fill a tag, I've got to do it with the first thing I see, and be able to realize that, I can wait till the last day and shoot a bull if I want to,
Yeah.
and just have fun and see what we see.
Yeah.
So, just a reminder, we've got the new Destination Elk V6 t-shirts are available at elk101.com/DEV6, and it's also where you go to sign up for the 3 big gear giveaway packages we have. And then we're kind of a little over halfway into the episodes here, so if you're still wanting to binge watch, you can do that over at Fresh Tracks Plus, and you can just go there, sign up for the Destination Elk V6 package. Every episode of the entire season this year is there and ready to be streamed right now. It can be downloaded, streamed, you can binge watch them all. You don't have to wait for every Tuesday and Thursday. So if you've not yet checked that out and you're interested in seeing what's up next, and can't wait for a few more weeks to see if Isaac actually shoots an elk, then you can head over and binge watch now. So, speaking of all the call-ins, it's hard to find something to kind of pick apart as a failure on a hunt like this, and especially a day like today. You know, we didn't have anything where it's like, oh, that we messed up on that. But there's one point there where I did tell Isaac he probably should have set up a little bit differently, so we'll dissect that here for today's failure analysis. And it was that 5x6, the one with the long whale tail there, that came in. We just called in that small bull, and another bull was bugling ahead, so we moved down, got to his level, and I told Isaac to move up ahead, and he kind of went straight towards where the bull was bugling. The wind was moving up the hill kind of to our left a little bit there, and as the bull came in, you know, with Isaac moving straight ahead, all that bull had to do was just swing up the hill 20 yards and would have caught Isaac's wind with Isaac being out in front. So I think I said something like he should have moved up the hill to the left to set up there, something. And that, you know, it's a hunt like this, you kind of lose focus a little bit on doing the little things because there's so much bugling going on. And if you mess something up, it's like, no big deal, we'll go find the next one. So it's easy to kind of forget about doing some of the things that on a normal hunt, I think we would be very cautious about doing. And, you know, I've mentioned several times, you can never beat the wind when it comes to calling in an elk. So in this case, I think the bull actually saw Isaac up there. I don't think he actually caught the wind at that point. But had he been, you know, a regular elk that circles above and is a little bit more wary, I think he would have circled uphill and got the wind before we would have got a shot. The other thing is, you know, had Isaac moved up there, the bull, if he does come straight in, now Isaac's upwind a little bit, has probably a better shooting angle if it's a bull he was going to shoot. And so just always important to remember, if the wind is moving, you know, up the hill and the bull's out here in front of us, it's very unlikely the bull's going to come straight in. Typically, he's going to swing up above and get that wind in his favor so you can see if there's any danger. So it's important to move with the wind to get up above the bull and get a better setup. So that's about the only thing I could even think of that we might have done a little differently, or if we would have been interested in shooting that bull, could have maybe helped get us a little bit better shot opportunity. But like I said, it's hard to pick apart something as chaotic as that day. Just it was a big success.
Yeah,
So.
it was.
Well, we'll see what tomorrow brings, but we've got a pretty exciting episode coming up, and we're just now starting to crack into the edge and find out where all the elk are, and things get even better if you can imagine that. So we'll catch you back here in the next episode.